What up, Taco Crew? Your boy's pulling double duty tonight. We got the reveal of the new Smark Condo Towers. We're now covering Collision on a weekly basis. It's about to get real. Thank you all for being there. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that like button. Let's do it. I hate this fucking thing. Let's restart it. I hate this fucking app. Nothing you can do. Tain't my fault. Tain't my fault. It's in the task. And let's reopen it the right way. There we go. Let's try this again. What is going on? Everybody, welcome to our new home. As you can see, we are graced with the background of the lovely downtown Chicago area. Lakeshore Drive is right behind me. The Merchandise Mart is on the other side of me. We have a penthouse condo, all built from the ground up for you people. For you people out there, man. What can I say? Except thank you. Wouldn't be to this point without you fantastic fans out there, man. Not at all. We have a lot to get into. Tonight, man. In case you have not heard, we will be covering Collision on a regular basis going forward. We will be right here in our downtown studio, custom made for your boy, built on your generosity. Love you all, man. Love you all. What can I say, man? I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm loving it. We're not done yet. I got a few more tricks up my sleeve for you guys, but I couldn't sit on this any longer. I had to debut this for you guys. I was very proud of it. I had some fantastic help with this. I mean, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. Been doing this a couple of years. I have a lot to learn. I have a long way to go, but I can't do any of it without you guys. So thank you so much. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. And let's get into the show, man. Let's get into the show. In case you have not noticed, right here, my bookshelf right here. Not a shelf, but right here. There we go. Follow me on Instagram at The Real Chitown Smark right now. It is up and running live. As you all know, I'm already on X. That has not changed, but there will be some more changes to come. Again, exclusive content coming to Taco Crew members. So if you have not hit that membership button, you got to do that, man. You got to do that because I got some tricks up my sleeve, bruh. I got some tricks up my sleeve. And I can't wait. Let's talk about Collision tonight. Man. So, when I came into the show, all right, I got to be honest. What I was looking for, all right, what I was looking for was something to make me say, wow, I can't believe I have not been watching this. I can't believe that I have not been watching this on a regular basis. You know, I wasn't expecting the greatest show on earth, man. I mean, you know, my expectations were at a level, but at the same time, I did expect it to be worth my time. And I'm not going to, you know, base my overall experience on this one episode. But I will say this was very missable, man. This was very, very missable. There was some interesting things that happened. Don't get me wrong. But all in all, if I would have missed this show and just caught some highlights or just heard from someone else what happened, I would have been good with that. Man. It wasn't, I mean, when I say it was missable, I'm not trying to say that this was a terrible show. I'm trying to say, was it worth giving up my Saturday night for? That's how I got to think about it because the show comes on Saturday nights. The weather here in Chicago is 60 degrees. My kids want to be outside playing. I have a party going on across the street at my neighbor's house. They invited me to the party. They got cars parked all up and down my block. I can hear the music and everybody having fun. And I'm sitting here watching this. I mean, you got to think about that for a minute, man. I mean, during the week, there's normally not a lot of things going on. It's a weekday. Most people have school and work the next day. People have regular lives, you know, so not too many people are planning things on a Wednesday night outside of, you know, being at home, getting ready for the next day, unwinding from the day that they had. On a Saturday, and I'm talking about most people, this is different for everyone. So if you're sitting there saying, what's different for me? It's different for quite a few people. But for the most part, I would have enjoyed spending my Saturday night doing just about anything else, man. I mean, and I'll give it this much. Maybe after a few continuous weeks of watching, maybe more interest will come up. You know, maybe more things will happen on Saturday that will keep my interest and make me want to tune in. But who we kidding, man? Who we kidding? I mean, you know, the show could get better down the road, but from what I can tell, from the shows that I've been missing and what I've been hearing and from what I've seen tonight, probably could have spent my time, you know, doing just about anything else. It's a Saturday night. It's different if it's a pay-per-view. Like we've always said, AEW always deliver on pay-per-views. I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. And if it was a Saturday pay-per-view, I would expect them to deliver because that's just what they do. But you're not going to get a pay-per-view level performance on a regular mundane Saturday night Collision show. And you got to start to wonder, as the weather starts to get better going into the spring, how many people want to spend their evenings watching an okay show. That's what we had DVRs for. Recap shows and things like that. If you want to make this appointment television, you have to make it something that people are looking forward to. When people say, hey, you want to go do something? I'm like, man, maybe later, but I want to watch Collision because I know shit is going down. There's nothing going down here. There's nothing going down here. The show was okay. House show at the best, you know what I'm saying? but nothing crazy, nothing groundbreaking. I mean, what is happening here to make me really, really get invested into this show? Be honest, man. I'm talking to the people that constantly tell me that you need to watch all the shows. I've been watching Rampage for the last few weeks and covering it. Guess what? We're covering Collision on Saturdays. Guess what else? We're not covering Rampage anymore. That is absolute dog shit. Rampage is snooze-worthy. It's just bad. I didn't call Collision all of that, but I'm calling Rampage that. Rampage is just bad, man. Collision is just not exciting. It's not bad. It's just not exciting. You know, when you come out with the Elton John theme and the pyro and everybody getting pumped and it's time for Saturday night fights, and then the show is just mid. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got to give me something. I need something that's going to make me say, I need to watch Collision because I'm going to miss something that I just have to see. I don't want to miss what happens here. I don't want to miss what happens with this. I don't want to miss what happens with that. Nothing happened here. Nothing happened here. The most important storyline going on right now in AEW is Swerve Strickland, Samoa Joe, and Hangman Adam Page. None of those guys were on the show tonight. None of them. We get Wardlow coming out and mentioning these guys. Not the same thing. He's not in the show tomorrow. This is a go-home show. Where's Swerve? Where's Joe? Where's Hangman? I mean, to me, if it's a go-home show, the most important things on the show need to be absolute front and center. Where are the Young Bucks? Where is Sting? Where is Darby? These things should be front and center on your go-home show. If you want, the go-home show is meant to sell last-minute buys. The go-home show is meant to get you excited to go into the pay-per-view, which is tomorrow night. This is your last-ditch effort. This is your last opportunity to sell the fans on spending their $50 for this pay-per-view. And nothing happened here tonight that makes me want to say, I need to watch this pay-per-view. I wasn't going to get it before, but now, after seeing this show, I need it. I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm pumped. And if you're telling me that was what Wednesday's show was for, then my response is, then what do we need Saturdays for? You know? In a perfect look, man, if I had my way, Collision would not be on a Saturday night. Pick any other day of the week. Any other day of the week. Hell, even Sunday. Even Sunday. I mean, it's not ideal, but at least most people are winding their week down, getting ready for Monday. Even Sunday. But then you got pay-per-views to worry about, and you get stepped over with pay-per-views. So you got to pick a different day other than the weekend. You know, the best primetime shows, the shows with the best ratings, happen during the week, not on the weekend. Why? Because most people don't want to park themselves in front of their TV on the weekend. And Collision has fallen to that fate right now, man. Everything here was missable. It was okay. Some of it was not okay. But for the most part, the show was just okay. That's not a reason to run to your televisions every Saturday night. But I tell you what, we're going to get into it. We are going to get into it, and we're going to break it down because that's what you guys want. That's what I love to do. I would prefer to do it on a different day of the week. But hey, sometimes you got to take lemons and make lemonade, bruh. And that's what we're going to do right here in this new fantastic penthouse of ours. We're going to make some damn lemonade, bruh. I like the new digs. I like the new digs, man. If you can see, You know, I got some people over here. Don't be peeping at my fucking neighbors, bruh. My neighbors, you know, they enjoy their privacy too. Don't be trying to look at what they're doing, all right? Fucking peeping Toms out there. Fuck is wrong with you people, man? Guys, let's get into a couple of things. Oh, that's not even on. Here we go. Let's get into a couple of things before we get into the show. Make sure you are following me on Twitter if you are not, at Chitown Smark. Make sure you're following me on the new up and running at the real Chitown Smark. I put emphasis on the real Chitown Smark because there is some clown out there who, after I started streaming on YouTube, decided to go out and make an Instagram account with my damn name. I filed a grievance with IG. I provided all of the documentation that they asked me for, and I am still waiting for a reply back. So if it changes, I don't know. We'll see. Then maybe I'll change my handle. But for the time being, I am the real Chitown Smark, man. Can't believe this shit. I didn't know that I needed to hurry up and patent all my damn copyright shit because, jeez Louise, man. What are you going to do? Get those super chats in and help me continue to advance everything that you guys see here in front of you tonight, man. And it doesn't stop here, man. I'm so excited because I know what else is coming, but I don't want to spoil it. I'm terrible at keeping secrets like this because I just want to get them out there, but it's not the time. It's not the time. There's a time and place for everything, man. But I know if you build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come. And that is my goal. My goal is to get all you guys to come. Buddy Matthews. Buddy Matthews starts off the show. He made his entrance for a match, and while he was hanging out in the corner after he made his entrance, he gets attacked by Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe showed up, attacked him while commentary told us he's not even scheduled for this match. He's not even scheduled. And he out here whooping some ass. All right. That's cool. There we go. We like that. Sometimes you want to whoop some ass. You want to whoop some ass. You don't have time to wait till it's your turn. You're just ready to whoop some ass. So the fight was on, and Briscoe set up a table outside the ring. Ultimately doing the flip dive through it, and Matthews. Then the spike. That's when the rest of the House of Black ran in and to make the save, and, it all, went to hell. They failed initially with Briscoe laying all of them out. The numbers game caught up to him, though, and Briscoe got smoked by Matthews with a kick. Despite that, Briscoe still managed to get the better of it and did a big dive off the stage setup. So Mark Briscoe's looking good out there, man. And I do like seeing that because we just weren't happy with the momentum that Briscoe had coming out of the Continental Classic. I mean, it was made to feel like he was going to be a big deal, and it's just, it wasn't even meh. It was nothing. It was nothing. Him and Jay Lethal. We'll get into Jay Lethal a little bit later. We got some choice thoughts about Jay Lethal right about now, but digress. Briscoe tried using the pyro. He tried using pyro on Buddy Matthews. So they're back by the stage where you first come out, right? And he leaves Buddy by the stage, and then he goes over to a table, where the engineers were and everything like that, and he grabs the controls for the pyro on the stage, turned them shits on, and tried to burn the hell out of Buddy Matthews, dude. Oh no, don't tell me this. Are you kidding me? Dude, why does this fucking app keep fucking freezing on me? I don't get it. But I'm not going to let it stress me, man. Because I am in good mood. I'm in a good mood. We're just going to reset it. All right, so there we go. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Almost there we go. There we go. Man. I don't know what it is, man. I think it's my prompter. I'm not sure. I think it's my prompter, but nonetheless. Let me get back to my spot. Nah, I don't. It's not the new setup, because it was doing this for JD a couple of times, but I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it is. But nonetheless, so Mark Briscoe, he goes out to the back. He's by the stage area, right? He grabs the controls for the pyro, and he tries to set Buddy just straight up on fire, dude. Like, he really hates Buddy Matthews. Like, he really hates Buddy Matthews, man. So, I mean, so when that failed, so he tried using the pyro on Matthews. Matthews is still alive, and security rushed him before he could do it. Nigel McGuinness said that he should be arrested. Nigel was a savage. Nigel said this dude should be in jail. The House of Black managed to escape while Briscoe set off the pyro anyway, just to make the crowd happy. He said, "I'm setting this shit off anyway, man." So you gotta appreciate that. We get a triple threat for the right to get into an 8-man scramble. Everything is so chaotic. I really, really don't understand why everything is just all over the place when it comes to these matches. The pay-per-view is tomorrow. I'm hearing Miro. I saw Miro on Twitter saying that he's been hurt for months. But then Tony Khan said he changed the meat match due to injuries to Miro. Miro said he's been hurt for months. So why in the hell did you even pencil him into the match? I don't get it. But anyway, we get Penta El Zero Miedo versus Bryan Keith and Dante Martin. That is weird as shit, man. That is weird as shit. Penta starts off with the, Zero Miedo. That's new. It turned into a standard triple threat, a triple threat match basically, with the 3 trading offense with like a revolving door. It was just your basic TV triple threat match. Martin flew all around while Keith and Penta exchanged a whole lot of heavy blows, including Penta hitting the package pile driver on the apron, and a package pile driver on the apron. And my God, it looked ugly. Like, man, why did we do that? Motherfuck this camera, man. Mother fudge this camera. All right. And it's not the camera, though. It's the app. It's the app. Jesus Christ, dude. Of all times to pull this crap on me. I'm sorry, guys. Bear with me. I think it heard me say that I'm not going to let it bother me. I'm not going to let it bother me. So, really? I'm going to keep doing it then. It's fucking bullshit, man. It's fucking bullshit. Now I lost my place. I lost my place. I have to go forward. There we go. There we go. We get right there. And hit go. So what happened? We got Dante Martin flying all around with Keith and Penta exchanging a whole lot of heavy blows, including Penta hitting a package power driver on the apron. The package power driver on the apron. That spot did not look pretty, man. It did not look pretty. It looked like I think it was Keith's head, like Brian Keith's head. It looked like it legit bounced off that apron. Like legit bounced. And it's a package power driver. And it's on the apron. And it's a Saturday night nothing match. Is this really worth it? I don't think this shit's really worth it like that, man. So I don't know. But then so Martin followed up with a Canadian Destroyer. There we go. Also on the apron. And then he came in off the top with a splash on Keith, who was still down in the ring, to get the pin. Dante Martin pins Brian Keith for the win. I mean, who saw that coming? Who saw that coming? Now, also, in the meantime, who expects Dante Martin to win? I mean, I don't get it. You have so many singles wrestlers out there, and you're filling this match with a tag team wrestler. Why? Why? All right. Fuck this. Fuck this. This ain't working. Hold on. Fuck this. Unplugging that. And we going raw. We going raw. I don't even need no fucking notes. Fuck them notes. I don't need no notes. I do need my notes. I need my fucking notes. I need my notes. I need my notes, and I lost all my notes. Hold on. And I lost all my notes because I unplugged the prompter. This is going great. This is going great. 1 second, guys. I got the camera working this time, though. And that's a beautiful thing, right? Right. I did that. I lost my notes. All right. There is the app. And some of my bitch. I gotta find more notes. I gotta find a backup copy of my notes. There we go. 1 second. All right. While I fix the prompter to get my notes back, we are just going to raw dog it for a little bit. Jesus Christ, man. We're going to try this shit again. All right, got my notes back. And hopefully the teleprompter fucking doesn't crash out on me again, and it just did. Oh, man. I went through a whole stream early today, and none of this shit happened, bro. None of this shit happened. There we go. Prompter back, please. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Play. All right. Jeez Louise, man. What the holy hell? So, they exchange heavy blows. Penta hitting the package power driver, the Canadian Destroyer on the apron. Right. Martin hits the Canadian Destroyer. Dante Martin wins the match. A tag team wrestler winning this match makes zero sense. But then again, it's kind of par for the course when you're looking at things like this. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? They show a promo. They show a promo for Hangman. All right. Hangman goes on this tirade about just how he wants to be world champion. He tries to convince us that what he did to Swerve with the crutch on Wednesday it's just because he didn't want to be dishonest to the fans, but that's how much he really wants to beat Swerve. All right. He was trying to, almost kind of like say that basically I'm not turning heel. I just really want to beat Swerve. But you can't attack a dude from behind with a crutch and not be heel. It's okay if you're heel, bruh. But you're just in denial if you want me to believe that wasn't a dick move. That was a dick move, which is fine. You just got to own up to it. All right. Mariah May versus Angelica Risk. This was a showcase match for Mariah May. All right. And I will say this. This was the best that I've seen Mariah May look since she's been here. All right. It's a spotlight match. I mean, if you're going to do these, I guess this is just as good as night of any. She is someone that can use an enhancement talent match if we are trying to build her up. Okay, so I can appreciate that. That's fine. And this is the best that Mariah May has looked. So I'm going to take it easy on this match, even though it like I said, it was an enhancement talent match. I think all in all, it served its purpose. Mariah May did come out of this match looking better than she did when she went in. All right. This is a showcase for Mariah May. And sure enough, she came out fast and furious. She was taking it to Risk early on and often. There was never much of a response. And May barely broke a sweat as she just pretty much just beat her down. Mayday, pinfall, done. She kind of like flirted with Nigel, and Nigel had an aneurysm out there. She's gorgeous. I don't know if Nigel is married. If so, his wife is probably upset. But she looked good out there. And that was the whole point of it. Purpose served. We do need a few of those because there's still some non-believers about her ability in the ring. And I think tonight was a good showcase. I can't believe I'm saying that because I was Mariah May naysayer, mostly because of the way they presented her to us to begin with. It wasn't all that exciting, but for what it was worth, this was a good showcase. Let's see how they follow up on it. All right. Immediately after that, timeless Toni Storm hits the ring. And Mariah May is excited. She's happy. She's like, oh wait, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see if we can do this without breaking the sit. There we go. Timeless Toni Storm hits the ring. Mariah May gets super excited. You know, her crush is coming out. And Toni Storm goes right for Mariah May. You know, it looks like she's so proud of her for getting her win. And then she just kind of just ducked her, went by her, went and got a mic. Toni Storm needs the mic. She probably wants to say some inspirational words to you know, help motivate, right, her protege. And she goes and gets the mic, and she says she needs to speak with Deonna Purrazzo. So come on down. Mariah's like, what the fuck? I'm sitting right here. You ain't got nothing to say about my win? Storm says she destroyed a friendship just to win a match. Is it really worth it? From the bottom of her heart, she loves Purrazzo, and she does. And she loves her heart and determination. But she knows there's only room for one, and as long as she lives and breathes, it will never be Deonna. Deonna comes out. Deonna takes the mic to say she loves Toni too, but that she loves that she has her head so far up her own ass that she doesn't realize she's the one thing who started this whole thing. But she hopes Storm has a bidet because it's going to be really hard to wipe her ass when Deonna breaks both of her arms. I laughed out loud. I laughed out loud for that one, man. I thought that was fucking funny. Toni Storm says, very well, goodbye, old friend. And then put some lipstick. You know, she put her lipstick on. It was not as all jacked up as it was when she did it, you know, last time. It was a little bit cleaner this time. You know, let me see. She had, last time she was, why am I demonstrating the fucking lipstick? Whatever. All right. Let's see. And then after she put the lipstick on, she kissed Deonna Purrazzo on the cheek. Purrazzo attacks, and then May, who was still at ringside, hops in the ring to come to Storm's defense. Toni gets out of there, leaving May to eat a pile driver from Deonna Purrazzo. So, I am looking forward to the match purely for the wrestling angle because I really don't expect Deonna Purrazzo to beat Toni Storm right now. Toni Storm is doing God's work. All right. Toni Storm is in the midst of the absolute best run of her career. And she does have a pretty illustrious career. I don't expect Deonna Purrazzo to be the one to take that from her right now. If anyone is going to stop this momentum, if anyone is going to do it, I expect it to be one Mercedes Moné. Bang Bang Scissor Gang has arrived. They're coming out, all six of them. You know, it feels like it's like a whole damn classroom at this point. They're all coming out. Max gets the mic. He goes to make up for that botch of a freestyle he had last week. If you heard that, man, oh my God, that was terrible. That was terrible. I thought they were going to have him come out and redeem himself. This week wasn't quite the case. They took the mic from him. You know, the Bang Bang Scissor Gang, as he started to, And so dropped some bars. They took the mic from him and said, nah, bruh, you ain't dropping no bars. They didn't really explain it. They just took it from him and told him no more. So that was that. We get the Bang Bang Scissor Gang versus the Dark Order. I like the Dark Order. So can you imagine how frustrating it was to watch this match? I mean, good God, man. The first few minutes of the match was all Bowens and Caster and Gunn. As they ran through each member of the Dark Order, the match didn't turn until the Bang Bang Scissor Gang went for a mid-ring scissoring, which while the match was still going on, of course. Don't fucking, you gotta be kidding me. You have got to be fucking kidding me, dude. I don't know what to fucking do about this shit, man. I do not know what to do about this shit tonight. But I can't keep, Jesus Christ, man. I gotta leave this damn app open because it has my damn notes in it. It has my fucking notes in it. Yeah, Elgato did turn here. I'm so fucking mad, man. I'm so fucking mad. I spent all day getting ready for this damn shit. And now it pulls this on me. It's a beautiful thing. See, maybe if I stayed in camera view, we'll see if that works. I don't know if it'll work or not. But now I gotta manually scroll like this and just hope and pray that shit doesn't go back out. I'm so fucking... Nonetheless, we're gonna stay in a good mood. Bang Bang Scissor Gang. Here we go. The match didn't turn until Bang Bang Scissor Gang went through the mid-ring scissoring, which don't know why they needed to do that mid-match, but whatever. They got the heat on for a while until it was time for the comeback, which they saw the Acclaim do their thing, and Caster scored a fall, did the mic drop and all that shit. And Bang Bang Scissor Gang defeats the Dark Order in a pinfall, but a pinfall, nothing to this. The Dark Order has absolutely nothing to do with the Bang Bang Scissor Gang, or anything for that matter. This is probably just to continue this Bang Bang Scissor Gang thing and show how much they're great friends, and they're definitely not going to be breaking up anytime soon at all. So don't worry about that. They spent the next few minutes on the group celebrating in the ring, scissoring, and they took off. Whatever. Chris Statlander and Willow Nightingale are interviewed. They're going into a tag match this weekend, so do they have fresh tactics? Stokely Hathaway says the word of the day is accountability. And he apologizes. So he has an apology there, But Willow tells them to stop talking, and they've heard enough. He said it's not about friendship tomorrow, it's about revolution. They're going to kick Julia and Sky Blue's ass tomorrow. Maybe they will. Don't know. The way this booking is going these days, I don't know what's going on. I can see Julia Hart getting pinned in that match. First off, Julia Hart's in the 0 hour match. Let's talk about that for a second. Why is the TBS champion, in the midst of this nice little run that she's having, strapped to a 0 hour match, man? If you got something for her, she needs to be on the main card. If you don't put her in the 0 hour, man. Your champion should not be in the 0 hour, bro. I'm sorry, man. All right, Tony Schiavone's in the ring, and he introduces Wardlow. Wardlow comes in and says 2 years ago, he won the ladder match. Last year, he choked out the king. And now finally he's going to get a shot at the World Heavyweight title. Why does Wardlow think that? Okay. He's going to get a shot at the World Heavyweight title after he beats all the All-Stars in that match. But will it be Wardlow versus Hangman? He kind of tests the crowd, gauge their reaction. The crowd had a little bit of a, It doesn't matter, he says. He'll slap his mustache into the third row and send him back into depression. I don't think we should be poking fun at mental awareness, but okay. Then Wardlow says, maybe it'll be Swerve. The Swerve fans came alive. Wardlow says it's his house and all, right? But he's going to kick the door down and beat his ass all throughout it. He says he needs to swerve into his own lane and dance his ass back to the back of the line. That was a little corny. I'm not going to lie, that was a little corny. Or will it be Wardlow against Samoa Joe? Joe gets a nice little pop. Nice reactions for Samoa Joe. He's sick of hearing the dumb hillbillies in the audience chant Joe, says Wardlow. He hopes it is Joe because everybody knows you're in my spot, says Wardlow. And this time, I'm going to finish the job. He claims he'll be taking the spot, the title, and he's going to beat Joe so bad he'll be forced to put on a headset and do commentary, which is where he belongs. That was kind of a low blow. But Wardlow is out there trying to get some heat, man, because he needs it. Because creative has failed him. He needs to get some heat out there somehow. I don't think this was enough to get me, back to being invested in Wardlow. I want to like Wardlow. I do. But right now, Wardlow's words mean absolutely nothing. There is nothing Wardlow can say in a promo that's going to make me say, yeah, now, that's the Wardlow we want. It's going to have to be action. We've heard all the promo. We've seen the pushing and everything else. But then you chopped his hair and kicked him off TV, then brought him back and told us to give a shit about him. We're not going to do that. Not that easy. Not that easy. You have to do a little bit more than that to give a shit about Wardlow. He claims he's still the face of the revolution, the uncrowned king. And this is no longer wrestling. This is war. Get it? Because war, low. Okay, I guess. Out comes Chris Jericho, the Ocho. Jericho says he wants to know what Wardlow is talking about because he's not fighting any of those guys tomorrow. He's in the Scramble and he's not fighting All-Stars. He's fighting Jericho, and he's one of the greatest to ever do this. He takes up for the rest of the field, too, calling them some of the best in the world. So Wardlow's out there just, writing everybody off he's in this match with. And Chris Jericho's like, no, I don't think you should be doing that, man. You got some heavy hitters out there. Jericho reminds us of losing the title to Jon Moxley. Jericho says he was the first AEW world champion. Told Wardlow, don't forget that. Man, he was the first AEW world champion. He talked about losing the title to Moxley so long ago, and he hasn't had the chance to even sniff the world title since. So this match tomorrow means a lot more to him than anyone else. Well, Jericho, maybe if you didn't lose the world title, leaving it in the back of vehicles, then maybe we okay. All right. The question for Wardlow is, are you good enough to get in that place? All right. Jericho then calls him out for not being good enough, and that being why we never made it where he was trying to go. He's like, you've never made it there. Why is that? Maybe you're just not good enough, bro. You think about that? You want to say it's creative. You want to say it's this. People holding you back. Jericho says, maybe you're just not good enough. Then he called him Mike. He said, maybe you're just not good enough. Mike. The crowd laid into him, called him Mike. The crowd just laid into Wardlow by calling him by his real name. Mike, 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 Mike. You know, I'm like, is this supposed to make him feel bad? You know, I mean, that's his name. Whatever. Wardlow says he's right. He said, you're right, bruh. Because he was so close to the top of the mountain, he could smell it. But then he showed up to work and had to take a step back and a step down, then another step down, then another, and it pissed him off so much, it ate away at him. He took work home and it ruined his personal life, losing his best friend because of it, and even losing himself. But after sitting home for 3 months with no explanation, he slowly started to remember who he is, and he did what he's always done, picked himself up off the floor and put himself back together and come back to AEW to remind everyone just who the hell he is. The biggest and the baddest son of a bitch to ever step foot in a wrestling ring. Big words from Wardlow. Big words from Wardlow. We're going to need some actions to back it up, though, man. Words don't work for you anymore, man. You said too many words and not enough action. We're going to need some straight-up action out of Wardlow. He doesn't care what Jericho's name is or how many titles he's won. He's done eating Jericho's scraps, he says. But if he doesn't think Wardlow is good enough, he can come right down and they can figure it out right now. Jericho makes like he's going to go down. He's going to come down and to sort things out. But then he gets attacked from behind, does Jericho, by Powerhouse Hobbs. He runs down, attacks him from behind. He leaves him laid out while yelling at Wardlow, one more day, telling Wardlow, hey, your time is coming tomorrow. Your time is coming tomorrow, bruh. I don't know, man. I don't know where this Wardlow thing is going. It kind of has me through a loop a little bit because of the Adam Cole situation, and with Wardlow being in that stable and everything else. So Adam Cole seems to be tied into this whole Wardlow thing. Wardlow is out there proclaiming he's in for a huge mega push, and he's going to be world champion. But Adam Cole, the guy in his own faction is standing in front of him on that. Not only that, everyone knows this is Swerve's time. This is Swerve's time. Even if Swerve does not win tomorrow, I don't see anyone else becoming the next world champion other than Swerve. So this already had the looks of another Wardlow failure all over it. So I'm curious to see how they plan on going about this because it already kind of makes no sense. So we get an interview from Serena Deeb. Thank Christ. Can we please do something important with Serena Deeb? She's undefeated, but we've seen a new side of her, and talk about that. She says she's undefeated and undeniable, putting on a clinic after clinic. But to be honest, no one has really challenged her in the ring yet, which makes sense because she's the professor of professional wrestling and knows 1,000 holds. Her foes are so far hardly know the difference between a wrist lock and a wrist watch. Said she hasn't faced anybody. Said these women don't know how to fucking wrestle. They don't know how to wrestle. She then puts out a challenge for anyone who thinks they can hang to step up to her. And she calls herself the final boss. I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to leave you guys to interpret on your own who you think is going to step up and give Serena Deeb the wrestling match that she craves, who's going to step up to the challenge of the final boss? Serena Deeb. All kidding aside, Mercedes versus Serena Deeb, take my money twice, all day long. I don't even care about a story right now. We'll get to a story later. Right now, I just need Mercedes in a ring. Right now, I just need Serena Deeb into something of importance. The outcome is not going to go the way we would like it to go for Serena Deeb, but I don't care. Losing to Mercedes in her debut match is not a burial, it's not a disappointment, you know. It's not a knock on Serena Deeb. I would consider it actually an honor that she gets to work with Mercedes first in AEW. We get Private Party versus Matt Sydal and Christopher Daniels. It's awesome. It's awesome. I mean, this was a regular ass tag team match. Nothing of importance happened. It was just a regular match. I'm not even gonna go through this match, dude. It was Private Party versus Matt Sydal and Christopher Daniels. All right, the match happened. It was tag team stuff happening. But then at the end of the match, Jeff Jarrett and his crew showed up to distract Sydal and Daniels, allowing Jay Lethal to rush in and take Daniels down with, my God, the absolute softest finishing move I've ever seen in my life. Like, he just came down and just kind of just sit you down slowly, turn you over here. I hope you're comfortable down there. Like, my God. My God, man. It was just, what are we doing with Jay Lethal? Jay Lethal had this fantastic story coming out of the Continental Classic where he just couldn't win. He couldn't win. He was getting frustrated. He just got his ass beat in the tournament. And we were waiting for some kind of redemption storyline for Jay Lethal. But then, after it, they had a backstage angle where Lethal and Jarrett and Satnam and the rest of the flunkies there, they had a falling out. And we said, oh, okay, here we go. We got this falling out. They're going to separate Lethal. They're going to have Lethal do Lethal shit. There we go. But then, like 2 weeks later, Jay Lethal is just back with the crew again. And what are they doing? They're backstage having another fight about breaking up. Bro, they literally did that shit like 2 weeks ago. Now they're having their second breakup fight. I thought they already broke up. Well, fine. They broke up this time. 2 times a charm. They're broken up for sure. Then at the end of this match, here comes Jarrett, and then Jay Lethal's in the ring with the crew. I mean, now he's back with them. I'm so fucking confused. I'm so confused. He broke up with them twice. Not once, but twice. And now he's back out there with them for the third time. Okay. Don't know what to tell you, man. Don't know what to tell you. Private Party beats Matt Sydal and Christopher Daniels. I don't know why they are out there with them. I don't know why Christopher Daniels is out there. I don't know why any of this stuff is happening. This goes back to what I was saying about this show being very missable. Very missable. Why would I want to sit and watch Jay Lethal back with Jeff Jarrett and his crew after I just watched them break up twice? Twice. After the match, Private Party appeared to align with Jeff Jarrett's crew, dancing in the ring and shit. So now Private Party is a part of this. It's hard to care. I'm sorry, guys, but it's hard to care when it looks like creative doesn't care. It's very hard to care. Moving on, we have Thunder Rosa versus Cassandra Golden. I have no idea who this woman is. This is clearly a jobber match. Can anyone in the chat, I'll wait for the chat to answer this one. Can someone in the chat please explain to me why Thunder Rosa needs an enhancement talent match? Someone explain that to me. Why does Thunder Rosa need an enhancement talent match? They're telling me how she's undefeated since she returned. They're telling me she's on a roll. She's 4-0. Then why is she facing a jobber? She's a former world champion. She's already faced contract employees. Why is she facing a jobber tonight? Do we need to showcase Thunder Rosa's ability? She's the fucking former world champion who never lost her title. Instead of being out there hanging out with jobbers, why isn't she out there trying to get her damn title back? Realistically, Thunder Rosa should be out there saying, I never lost my fucking title. All right? So first and foremost, when I get back, I feel like I deserve a world title match right away. But fine, I don't get that right away. I have to go through the system. Fine. She's undefeated right now. She's already faced other people, but now she's back to enhancement talent. You're just trying to fucking stack her fucking wins. You're just trying to fucking give her wins to justify moving her up the rankings, which is fine, except we talked about this strength and schedule. It's not just about the number of wins you have. It's who you've beaten. Nobody cares if you've beaten a bunch of local enhancement talent and then you want to say, I'm a number one contender, because we're going to call bullshit. We're going to call straight up bullshit. We don't need jobber matches for established people. Mariah May is out there with an enhancement talent match. That's okay. She is someone who is still trying to get herself established with the fans and everything else. That's okay. She can definitely use some enhancement talent matches if you plan on pushing her. Thunder Rosa does not need to come to the ring and have someone standing there waiting on her, and then they get their entrance and they're just like, and then Thunder Rosa gets to try out her new shit. She gets to try out all her new moves on this local enhancement talent. I don't understand this. I do not understand this booking at all. There was no one back there you could have put her in the ring with to get a solid W over. No one. Where's Red Velvet? That's just off the top of my head. Serena Deeb is out there talking about she can't find anybody that wants to wrestle her. Serena Deeb is out there talking about how she can't find a real wrestler. These women don't know a wrist lock from a wristwatch. Thunder Rosa is out there facing jobbers. Thunder Rosa. How about you set up Thunder Rosa and Serena Deeb? You got Thunder Rosa 4-0 facing jobbers. Serena Deeb out there complaining she has no one to actually wrestle, and you can't come up with a way to get them together. It makes no sense. It makes zero sense. Her opponent didn't get an entrance. She was referred to as a 5-year veteran, getting her 4th match. A 5-year veteran facing Thunder Rosa. Because now we love it, right? Now we're into this. She's a 5-year veteran. Shit. Woo. 5 years. Whoa. Let's see who wins this one. Oh. It was a Thunder Rosa squash, apparently. Okay. God, dude. It was just a flat out squash. There was nothing to it. It was a squash. Thunder Rosa wins via submission. She has a new submission move. Not sure what the name of it is. I'm sure it'll be made known at some point, man. Some of this stuff is just a gimme. Some of this stuff is so easy. You can't come up with a match. Bro, through all of this time, they could have been building up Serena Deeb versus Thunder Rosa at the pay-per-view. Think about that. Think about that. Think about that match we could have gotten. Thunder Rosa versus Serena Deeb at the fucking pay-per-view. The winner gets Mercedes Moné in her debut. How hard is that? How hard is that? Serena Deeb wins the match against Thunder Rosa because someone comes down and interferes and helps Serena Deeb win because they want to screw over Thunder Rosa. Who? I don't fucking know. Whoever her next feud would be. Where's Britt Baker? I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. Orange Cassidy and the best friends. Oh, it's Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta and Daniel Garcia. Sorry, there's no Chucky. Orange Cassidy, Trent Beretta, Daniel Garcia, and Hook versus Roderick Strong, Brian Cage, Killswitch, and Christian Cage. This was, well, first, let's start with this. The match was fun. The match was fun. Why was it fun? Because goddamn Christian Cage was out there, man. When Christian Cage is out there, everything is entertaining, man. I am sorry. The guy is oozing with charisma. The guy is white hot right now. And everything he does is fucking awesome. Love it. And if it wasn't for him, I don't know how much interest I would have had in this match. I'm not going to lie. The match was an utter and complete mess of chaos. Brawls and battles everywhere involving everyone. Bodies were just thrown about with Beretta and Killswitch and a sleeper in the ring, trying to close things out. Killswitch shrugged them off and then went for the choke slam. Instead, Beretta reversed it and got a near fall on like a little roll up before a series of kicks. Cage jumped in to help. Brian Cage had a pretty decent outing tonight. I will say that. Brian Cage did look solid tonight. Cage jumped in to help. The referee ended up distracted. And then Wayne rocked Beretta to set up Killswitch. You know, he hit him with like a forearm. It ain't like he came in and did like Wayne's World. He just came in to like hit him. I guess it hurt really bad. I don't know. Wayne rocked Beretta to set him up, set up Killswitch to finish him off. Strong, Cage, Killswitch, and Cage defeat Cassidy, Beretta, and Garcia and Hook via pinfall. They continue fighting after the announcement with everyone trying to get their licks in. Somebody's got to restore some order here. You know, Shivani started screaming. And, of course, no one did. Daddy Magic, you know, he was on commentary. He dropped the headset when running in to, you know, save the day. He got his whole world destroyed. Got chokeslammed into a chair by Killswitch. The fighting all around it continued as they go into the final promo for Revolution, you know, and then the show went off the air. I don't understand this closeout segment at all. We got no Adam Copeland. It was good to see Christian Cage out there. Mama Wayne looked fantastic tonight. Shout out to Tony Brown. But outside of that, there was nothing really over-the-top spectacular about what we got in this main event match. It was very much so like a house show match. And for the most part, it was very much a house show card. And again, this leads to why a lot of people have the belief of missing Collision, because a lot of the times, bro, there's just not a lot going on. and the stuff that is going on, it is not important enough to sacrifice your entire Saturday night to catch it. So what can you say? At the end of the day, though, it was an okay card. I mean, it was fine. Nothing of importance happened. It was very missable, but it wasn't completely offensive. I just think it could have been better, especially considering the fact that it was a go-home show for Revolution. Oh, man. Guys, that is the show. That is the show. But we do have super chats to get to. So stick with me here. So where is let me see. Let's get there we go. There we go. Like I said, the show was fine, bro. It's just, I mean, I don't know. I could have. It wasn't worth the Saturday night spot. It really was not. Go back to your Saturday night main event days. Who here remembers Saturday night main event? It came on like once every few months or so. But then when it came on, man, my God, shit went down. Remember that? It didn't come on very often, but when it did, shit went down on Saturday night's main event, man. King Kong Bundy was going to whoop somebody's ass, climb that big blue steel cage. This is not that. This is not that, man. Saturday wrestling used to be, can't miss TV. And even Saturday night's main event, the shit didn't come on every Saturday night. Keep that in mind. It didn't come on every Saturday night, man. Let's get into the super chats. PD Shaw, TMF with the $2 super chat says, I finally get to be the first super for the stream. There you go, bruh. Congrats, GG's. Number 1 with a bullet. PD Shaw, thank you so much, bro. Ryan, the Canadian Chipmunk, with the 16-month membership. Woo, says, looking good, Jesse. You are going places. Man, I am trying. Right now, I'm about to fucking email Elgato and fucking start carrying it out on people, man. Thank you so much, Ryan. You've been there from day one, bro. I appreciate you. JP Giles with the 6-month membership says, Jesse, the new layout looks amazing. Congrats on the new layout. Thanks, man. Thank you so much. I am liking it. My family loves it. Fun fact, very true story. So when we had everything else finished, we were working on the desk. We had the laptop done. All right. But then this side of the desk was empty. And we were trying to figure out what to put there because we didn't know. I mean, I wanted something just different. I mean, and it was my daughter. It was my oldest daughter, and said, "Why don't you just put a couple of books right there?" And me and my wife just kind of looked at each other like, not a bad idea. Put some books right there, and I put my socials on the spine of them, and how it came to be. But thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Jason Barker, the IWC Tribal Chief with the 5-month membership says, what it do, Taco Crew? I'm loving the new background. Very AI generated show, but good matches. I felt like they pulled paper out of a bucket. Me too, man. Me too. So basically, yeah, it just felt like a house show. It just felt like a house show. If you've ever been to like a WWE house show, things there are not necessarily canon, but they're just interesting. The matches are fine. nothing really of storyline importance ever really happens. And that's what this kind of felt like. It kind of felt like a house show. We got Susan Grace with, oh, that's Susan D. You didn't change your name on me, man. Welcome to the Taco Crew, Susan. I thought you were already in the Taco Crew. What happened? What happened? Thank you so much. Shalita Palmer, welcome to the Taco Crew. And Susan Grace with the $10 super chat says, Jesse, I'm sorry that I haven't been here lately. I be having some health issues and seeing doctors and got some new meds and make me tired, but I'm starting to get back on track. Susan, thank you so much for the $10 super chat, and I want you to listen closely to me. I don't mean shit. I am of zero importance. Take care of you, take care of your health, and make sure you are right. When you are in the right place, come back and hang out with us. If you're not here because you're taking care of yourself, then that's the way I like it. When you're good to go and you get to party, we'll be right here for you, Susan. We're going nowhere. Appreciate you. Ryan, the Canadian Chipmunk with the gifted membership. That's what's up, man. Thank you so much. Someone is going to enjoy those Taco Crew perks, bro. I appreciate you. Jason Barker then gifted 5 memberships. You guys are incredible, man. You guys are incredible. If you just happen to be here and you got a gifted membership from either Ryan or Jason, make sure you thank them because you're going to get this month's exclusive content upload. Keep your eyes peeled. Get those notifications set to on, man, because they are coming. Wolf Dragon Monster with the $2 super chat says, Unhinged Hangman is the best Hangman persona yet. I agree. I agree, bro. There is just no structure to Hangman right now. He could snap at any moment. He could be a complete babyface. And it would all completely make sense in the character that he's doing right now. That's a pretty good observation, Wolf Dragon. Good call. He is just all over the place. The guy is just legit unhinged. So I agree. I like that. We have Wolf Dragon Monster back at it again with the $5 super chat. Says, Meat Madness could have had anybody else besides Miro and Keith Lee. Billy Gunn, Brody King, Big Bill, Killswitch. I agree. I agree. But the reasoning that it didn't go down just makes no sense to me, which tells me there's just something else going on there. Especially Miro coming out and saying that I've been injured for fucking 3 months. Why did you tentatively schedule me? I've been seeking treatment. I'm hurt. What are you doing? I don't understand why this shit was even booked to begin with, to be honest with you, man. But you have a good point. Jason Barker, back again with the $5 super chat, says, I just tweeted out to Tony Khan about me working in AEW Creative. I would definitely support that because whoever he has working with him right now in Creative, they need some help. They can use the assistance. I'm telling you right now. Guys, that is it for today's show. For those of you who showed up for the first week of Collision, I want to thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I sincerely apologize for the technical difficulties, man. I want to say that I'll do my best to get it straightened away, but you guys got to believe me when I tell you, man. I mean, I have been working hard at perfecting everything here that I'm doing, and there is no rhyme or reason as far as my equipment, why those mishaps happened. It's all the software of Elgato, and I will be reaching out to Elgato because I am not happy about them shits at all. That is today's show. Went off without a hitch. Guys, join me and JD tomorrow night on JD's channel for the Revolution. live post-show review. It should be a good show because every AEW pay-per-view is always a good show. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys so much again. And stick around because there is definitely more to come to the channel as far as upgrades go. You guys take it easy. I'll see you tomorrow night. Peace.
That might get it, bitch. Conclusions is two of Chicago's fucking gruesome. Introducing you the flux. Big dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? All over the world, it's the same old thing. Psychodrama, fluctuating. My continuous output, my flow of ideas for years been thrilling in me. Please don't stop this feeling in me before the feeling get to killing in me. See, I'm into mayhem. When I play here, the streaks are happy, and then I'm ready to leave your grave in. Lucifer got nothing to do with this shit. To the days of dirt, getting fucked up within. And I put that on the house, bitch. To the days of the dirt, you gon' cancel that down shit. And you can inhale the danger. Consider this us spilling out pills of anger. Fuck around, swell a vein up and make you rebel on the stranger. Can't contain the things I'm thinking. Sometimes I be feel like I'm sinking in the motherfucking words of the rap. Floating in the ink pen, breathing and blinking as I lead you to the brink and push you off in the deep end of the issue. Out of the realm of reaching, you ain't gonna know what the fuck hit you cause you sleeping. Chicago will be your motherfucking shit. Here to show you how worse of it fucking get. Don't play by books. I'm really up in it, burning the rules. Fuck that instruction shit.